I still remember the heat that day, how it wrapped around your skin like it wanted to burn the truth off you. Dust in the air. Folks packed into that little square in Pine Hollow, pretending they weren't there for what they were there for. And on that makeshift platform stood a barefoot 19-year-old girl, bruised, silent, being auctioned off by her own parents for $20. I was way in the back, didn't belong, didn't plan to be part of it. But I stood there anyway, fists clenched, heart pounding. I'd buried my wife 2 winters before, lost my boy to the same sickness. All I had left was a worn patch of land no one respected, and $30 to my name, meant for seed I couldn't afford to waste. But when I saw those men, Frank Dawson with that sick grin, Walt Harper with his whiskey-sour scowl, start bidding on that girl like she was cattle, I swear, something in me broke. 50, I said, voice steady, louder than I expected. Silence. Heads turned. White faces stunned that a black man had spoken, let alone bid. Then I walked forward and said, 70, in gold, right now. Her father gave me this look, like he didn't know whether to spit or smile. The sheriff hesitated, but I didn't blink. Law says any free man can bid, I told him, unless you plan on explaining to a federal judge why you denied the highest offer. And just like that, she was mine. Her name was Emma. Said it so quietly, I had to lean in to hear. Emma Carson. And as we left that crowd behind, the whispers got louder. He bought her? This won't end well. Someone should do something. But I kept walking, didn't look back. We rode in silence. She sat stiff beside me, 1 step behind, even when we got off the wagon. Like she'd been trained to follow, not walk beside. When I helped her down, she flinched. Not from me, but from everything she'd been through. I told her, just once, low and quiet, I won't hurt you. You have my word. That's when she finally looked me in the eye, like she was searching for a lie and couldn't find one. I took her to my cabin. It ain't much. Old wood, dry fields, barn half falling in, but it's mine. I showed her to a room with a lock on the inside. Used to be my son's, I said. You can sleep safe. She didn't speak much, but I saw her looking around, scanning everything. At dinner, I asked gently, You plan to run tonight? She froze, fork in midair. I wouldn't blame you, I said, but there are bounty hunters in the woods. Mayor hired 'em to catch escaped property. They won't ask questions. She didn't answer, but the next morning, she was still there. That's when I realized this girl wasn't just scared. She was planning something. She searched the cabin when I was outside, found my books, my old law notes, letters from Boston. She saw I wasn't some poor farmer. I had a plan, and now so did she. Then came the knock. 3 men rode up, Frank, Walt, and some slick-looking stranger in a pressed coat. Judge Preston Davis, they said, here to inspect properties. I stepped out, calm. My taxes are paid, I told them. It's not about taxes, Walt smirked. It's about suitability. Davis gave me this practiced smile. Unproductive land could be reassigned to better use. I stared straight at him. This land's mine. Been in my name since 1871. You want to fight? Bring a court order. After they left, Emma stormed up to me. They want your land. Why? It's worthless. I looked at her. Not to them. That railroad they're building? It's coming right through here. And they're buying up every inch they can into cheap, dirty quiet. That night, Ruth Wilkins came. Midwife, community backbone, trusted friend. She brought food, seeds, and a letter. From Boston. I read it, then turned to Emma. What did you hear during your father's meetings with Mayor Lawson? She went pale. How did you know? Ruth stepped in. You're not the first girl we tried to help. And that's when she opened up. About the red ledger her father kept with names, bribes, land deals. She had the key. Had stolen it weeks ago and hidden it in her shoe. That changed everything. We made copies, sent letters, and then we waited for the right storm. And it came. Rain hit Pine Hollow like Judgment Day. While the town scrambled, Emma slipped into City Hall in a dark cloak, used that key, and took what we needed. Meanwhile, I wired Boston. Next morning, everything changed. Ruth and I posted the papers all over town, at church, the market, even the tavern. By 10 a.m., a train pulled in. Out stepped 3 men, a railroad exec, a federal agent, and a journalist from the Boston Globe. Crowds gathered. Mayor Lawson came out red-faced, yelling, "It's all lies!" Even this one? The agent asked, holding a document with his signature. Or the map showing how you rerouted the railroad to benefit land you stole? That's when Emma stepped forward. Reverend Thomas stood beside her. This young woman risked her life to bring you truth, he said. Her father tried to lunge. She didn't even flinch. You sold me, she said, voice steady, just like you sold this town's future. He spat. Your mother left 'cause she couldn't bear to look at you. You were a mistake. I stepped forward. Every soul here has the same worth, Carson. That's the truth you tried to erase. He didn't speak again. Mayor went to prison. Judge Davis ran. Rumor says he got caught in Chicago. Frank lost his tavern. Walt, well, no one's seen him since. And Emma? She married me. We turned that old cabin into a school. First for 3 kids, then 10, then 20. Black, white, immigrant, didn't matter. She taught them all. She told me once, back then I just wanted revenge. But now I get it. Real freedom isn't just escaping chains. It's building a place where everyone's welcome. 6 months later, the railroad opened right next to our land. The same land they tried to steal, that they said I didn't deserve. Funny how that works. Some folks still talk, whisper about how it started. A black man bought a white girl, they say. But they miss the real story. The girl wasn't bought. She was rescued. The land wasn't saved. It was transformed. And the town wasn't destroyed. It was reborn. Thing is, justice don't always knock politely. Sometimes it kicks the damn door in. So tell me, if you saw someone being treated like property, would you step in or look the other way? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear what you believe about worth, justice, and second chances. Because sometimes the ones they try to break are the ones who end up building the future.